Hi, and welcome to Power One. My name is Kirk. I'm excited to have you guys in class today. Take a moment and meet a neighbor, and I would like you to talk to them about where you find patience in your yoga practice. So take a moment to meet somebody new.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I'm Allie. Hi, Allie. Nice to meet you. Where I find patience in practice. Probably when I'm holding a pose that I find uncomfortable and I have to be there and breathe my way through it. And you would have agreed. Mine is always in balancing poses. Mine's usually high plank. Yeah. Yes. Or standing splits, which happened forever today earlier. Yes.
All right, guys, thanks for meeting somebody new today. Give your neighbor a high five. In our Power One classes, we do a set of poses called Chaturanga Dandasana. It's 3 poses, mid-plank to up dog to downward facing dog. I'm going to walk you guys through how that works. And 3 different options for you based upon how you're feeling in any particular moment. The first option will be the full version of the pose. When I say Chaturanga, you'll come into a plank, you'll lower down halfway. Elbows are in line with your shoulders. Squeeze your elbows towards your side bodies. Keep your body, your core, your legs activated and strong. I'll say inhale, upward facing dog. Come to the tops of your feet and your palms. You have 4 points of contact. I want you to keep your legs strong here to protect your low back. Pull your heart forward, release your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come back over to the balls of your feet. Option number 2, if you're working on building some upper body strength, or maybe you're feeling a little bit tired or something and need a break from the full expression, you can take this from your knees as well. You'll still get the same benefits of the pose, it just helps you stay a little bit safer as well. When I say Chaturanga, you'll drop down to your knees, lower down to a mid-plank position, squeeze your elbows in again, shoulders in line or above with your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. The third and final option is just a holding high plank. So when I say Chaturanga Dandasana, you come to the top of the push-up and stay here. I'll say upward facing dog, stay patient, stay right here in plank, and then we'll all meet in downward facing dog. Any questions on Chaturanga to up dog to down dog? Questions on advanced mathematics or biology?
Yes.
After class. Please find child's pose. So for child's pose, bring your knees to the outside edges of your mat. Sink your booty down towards your heels. Reach your arms forward, palms down. Child's pose is a resting posture. You can come back to this pose at any point during class. If you need a break, if you need to reconnect in with your breath. That shows strength in your practice. It shows you being patient with your practice. Start to find what we call yoga breathing, ujjayi breathing. This is basically in the simplest form, breathing in and out of your nose. So start to breathe in and out of your nose, but find a constriction in the back of your throat. The same kind of constriction that you would find if you were trying to fog up a mirror. This will start to build heat in your body. It'll stoke the fire from the inside out. And I want you to keep this ujjayi breath throughout class. If you start to breathe out of your mouth, if you can become overheated, you can breathe out of your mouth to release some of the heat. Let's unite our breath together. Empty all the air out of your nose. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, fill up. And release. Inhale, tabletop pose. Breathe here. Bring your shoulders over top of your wrist, hips over top of your knees, find length through your spine. Exhale here. Inhale, cow pose, breathe here. Drop your belly towards your mat. Take your gaze forward and bring your shoulder blades down your back away from your ears. Inhale here. Exhale, cat pose, breathe here. Press the earth away with your hands. Round through your spine, hug your navel, your belly button towards your spine, and gaze in towards your navel. Exhale here. Inhale, cow pose. We'll start to move breath to movement on these. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Crawl your hands forward. For me, I just crawl my hands a whole hand length, palm length forward. You look like an inverted V or a capital A from the side. And a great way to find that most optimal distance between your hands and your feet is if you come forward to the plank position, the top of a push-up. Booty's not up or down. One long line of energy through your spine. Keep your hands and feet where they are. Then lift up and back to downward facing dog. Spread your fingers nice and wide like a starfish. Any rounding in your back, you can bend into your knees. A long spine is more important here than straight legs. It takes time to be able to straighten your legs here. You need to find patience in this. Stay with your breath, with Ujjayi breathing. Stretch the top of your head to the space between your hands and press your sitting bone back so you make a nice inverted V shape or cat leg. Inhale, gaze forward, bend your knees. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Breathe here. Walk your feet to your hands. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Maybe even wider, maybe mat distance or all the way off of your mat. You can find a bind by grabbing each of your hands to opposite elbows or biceps. Bring weight forward towards the balls of your feet. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Release your hands down to the earth. Draw your feet in towards one another. Big toes might touch. You can also keep your feet hip distance apart. Exhale here. Inhale, standing at attention. Breathe here. Take your time. Slowly roll up. Find engagement through your legs. Find a neutral pelvis. Press your hands firmly together at your heart center. Lift your heart into your hands. Close down your eyes, and this is a great place to set an intention for your practice. I offer you the intention of patience. If there's someone else, something else you'd like to breathe for today, now's the time to set it. Exhale, release your hands by your side, open through your eyes. Inhale, mountain pose. Breathe here. Keep your legs activated. Engage through your belly. Lengthen your side bodies and extend your arms up. Inhale here. Exhale, forward, forward. Inhale, lift half. Bring your hands either onto your thighs, your shins, to lock earth. Bring length through your spine, gaze down. Take an inhale. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands, step back to the top of a push-up. Stay with your breath. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Engage through your core. Activate your leg muscles. Inhale, inch forward 1 inch. Exhale, lower all the way down to the earth. Use your knees if you like. Low cobra pose. Press the tops of your feet into the earth. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Exhale, press your pubic bone down. Inhale, low cobra pose. Breathe here. Press the tops of your feet down so much your kneecaps lift. Drag the heels of your hands towards your hips to propel your spine and torso forward. Keep your gaze down so your neck stays long. Inhale here. Exhale, release, come to the balls of your feet. Inhale, plank or tabletop. You choose your intensity. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in here. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, travel to the top of your mats. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back as you dive forward. Inhale, lift halfway, kiss your shoulder blades together. Exhale, high plank pose. Stay here, breathe in. Exhale, lower down to the earth. Inhale, low cobra pose. Exhale, release. Come to the balls of your feet. Breathe in, plank or tabletop. Breathe out, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale. Exhale, travel to the top of your mats. Breathe in, lift halfway. Breathe out, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, hands through your heart. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank. Breathe in, hinge forward. Exhale, lower to your mats. Inhale, low cobra pose. Exhale, release. Inhale, plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here and breathe. Stay patient in your downward facing dog. Stay patient with your breath. Oftentimes as we start to work harder in our practice, we lose our energetic breath. Come back to your breath to help you stay calm, present, and patient with your practice. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, travel to the top of your mats. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Breathe here. Couple different options for you in chair pose. You can keep your big toes together with a slight space between your heels. My personal favorite option is to practice with my feet hip distance apart and a block between my feet, or my thighs rather. Bring the weight into your heels. Make sure you can see your toes peeking out from your knees. Engage through your low abdominals. Soften through your shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Remember your three options. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe here. Place your foot all the way between your hands. If your foot doesn't get there, lift it up, pick it back, and place it. With your front knee, stack it right over top of your front ankle. Find strength in your back leg. Exhale here. Inhale, warrior two. Breathe here. Parallel your back foot to the back edge of your mat. Stack your front knee over your front ankle. Extend your arms out, one forward, one back. Inhale. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe here. Keep your bottom half the same. You can rest your front forearm on your front thigh, or bring more weight, more work into your torso by bringing your arm inside your front leg. Find length through both side bodies. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Breathe here. Stay committed to your lunge. Keep your hips and shoulders square to the side of the room. Lengthen through both of your side bodies. Inhale. Exhale, high to mid-plank. Squeeze your elbows towards your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, please lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe here. You can keep your hands on the mat, maybe for more work in your core. Come up onto your fingertips or peel your fingers all the way from the earth. Engage through your abdominals, lengthen through your spine. Exhale here. Inhale, warrior two. Breathe here. Allow the front heel of your foot to bisect the back arch of your foot. Stack your shoulders directly on top of your hips and find your drishti, your gaze, right out over the tip of your front middle finger. Breath in here. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe. Reach your top arm to the sky. This will help you find more length in your lower side body. Engage your low belly. Gaze down for more balance. Gaze up for more challenge. Exhale here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Breathe. Gaze where it's comfortable in this pose. You might want to gaze up. I personally prefer to gaze at my back foot. Extend up and back. Find length through both of your sides. And turn your lifted palm to face the back of the room to broaden through your upper back. Inhale here. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. High to mid-plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Keep your legs strong. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath in here. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, journey to the top of your mats. Breathe in, lift halfway, kiss your shoulder blades together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high to mid-plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge, now we flow. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Breathe out, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in, upward facing dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Find length. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Stay low in your lunge. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Exhale, travel to the top of your mats. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, lift halfway, hollow out your low belly. Exhale, high to mid-plank. Nice. Nice, Ellie. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Remember your options. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Breathe out, high to mid plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay right here and breathe for a couple more breaths on your own. We're not far from a sip of water and a wipe of sweat, but stay patient. We will get there. Stay focused with your intention. Stay connected to your breath. Inhale here. Exhale, drop down to your knees. How you guys feeling?
Great. Wonderful.
Awesome. Have a sip of water, wipe some sweat, give your neighbor a high five. And lie down on your back for 4 please. Supta Baddha Konasana. The soles of your feet together, knees wide. Bring your fingertips behind your ears. Inhale, glue your lower back to the floor. Exhale, lift your heart to the ceiling. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. You guys are off just like this on your own. Keep space between your chin and your chest, as if you have a big grapefruit there. This way you work more into your abdominals versus just lifting your neck. Press the bottoms of your feet together to keep your inner thighs isometrically engaged. You guys are doing fantastic. Breathe out of your mouth to release heat. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Release. You can take a full body stretch and then rock your knees side to side, whatever feels good. Yogi Bicycles. Bring your knees over top of your hips. Spread your toes and parallel your shins to the earth. Bring your fingertips behind your ears. Inhale here. Exhale, left shoulder to your right knee. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take it to the other side, right shoulder, left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. You guys are off on your own like this. If you're not sure which your left side or right side are, that's okay. Be patient with that. I still get confused too. Stay with your breath. For more challenge, you can extend your legs out straight, the opposite leg as you twist. Spread through your toes to keep your legs strong and active. For more challenge, peel both shoulder blades off of the earth and maintain space between your chin and your chest. Last 3. You guys are doing great. Stay with it. 2. And release. Bridge pose. Crawl your heels in towards your booty. Tickle the backs of your heels with your middle fingers. For most of us, that means your knees are on top of your ankles. Now turn your palms to face the sky. To help integrate the shoulder blades on your back, exhale here. Inhale, bridge pose. Breathe here. Press into all 4 corners of your feet. Lengthen through your spine. Lift your hip pointers to the sky and find space between your chin and your chest. Take a breath in. Slowly, one vertebral body at a time, lower down onto your back, Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of feet together, knees wide. Bring a hand to your heart, a hand to your belly, and come back to your intention, your focus on patience. Notice maybe where you've become impatient today in your practice. I know I become impatient when I think about the things that I should be doing in my practice, that I must be doing in my practice, versus enjoying these moments and these breaths. And I also think about in my life sometimes, where did I become impatient? Where I'm not enjoying the present because I'm worried about being somewhere else, and where I think I should be, that oftentimes is predicated on my ego. Bring your knees back together, pull them into your chest, give yourself a hug. You can find some little circles, some big circles, clockwise or counterclockwise. Then begin to rock and roll, back and forth on your mat up to a seated position. For a party time in Power One, crow pose. I'm going to do my crow pose demo back here so the camera can actually see it. So for crow pose, for this arm balance, it takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of patience to get crow pose. So I'm going to invite you to be very, very patient with yourselves today in achieving where you want to go. But for crow pose, start with your hands shoulder distance apart. Spread your fingers nice and wide. I like to come to like a little squatty position for this. Bring your knees high up onto your triceps. I like to come up onto the balls of my feet. From here, gaze about a foot in front of your fingertips. And for the first stage, you can lift one foot off of the mat and count to 3. And place your foot back down. Lift your opposite foot off the mat, count to 3. And come back down. And maybe that's where you go today. And that's a fantastic place to be. The next step from there will be to lift both feet off of your mats. So from here, lift one foot, lift the other foot. And remember to continue to breathe in crow pose. The earth is not too far away. And so if your knees slip off, chances are you'll come land on your knees versus your pretty grill. The mama might have spent a lot of money on going with the top 6 on. So any questions before we give this a try? Awesome. Give a go, crow pose. I'll walk around and help you guys out as I see fit. If you have any questions, flag me down. Fantastic crow pose, ladies. Maybe I can interest you ladies in becoming teachers of this yoga practice. Pretty good practices. Did anybody get crow pose for the first time today? Or maybe take their crow pose a little further than they have before?
First time today.
Nice! Way to go, Melissa. Let's be the downward facing dog. Come back to your breath in downward facing dog. Back to your intention. Whatever happened or didn't happen in crow pose, let it go. Back to these breaths, back to this present moment. Exhale the air out of your lungs. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge pose. Breathe here. Bring your front knee over your front ankle. Square your hips to the front of the room. Lengthen through your side bodies and soften through your shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your hands down to your hearts. Breathe in, hinge forward. Exhale, revolved crescent lunge. Breathe here. If you're working on depth of twist in this pose, you can drop your back knee to the earth. If you're working on strength and balance, you can keep your back knee lifted, not a right or a wrong. Every breath in, I want you to find length through your spine. And every exhale, find a bit more depth in your twist. For more rinse, more cleanse. Inhale here. Exhale, runner's lunge. Breathe here. Bring your toes to the top right corner of your mat, both of your hands to the inside of your foot. You can stay on the ball of your back foot. Back knee can be up or down. Not a right or wrong whether you're on your hands or your forearms. It takes patience in this practice, commitment to this practice, to find flexibility, both physically and mentally. Check in with the quality of your breath. Keep length through your spine. If you're on your forearms, please come back up to your hands. Exhale here. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, take your left hand under your face. Inhale, side plank. Breathe here. Take your right arm into the air. Activate through your legs. Your bottom knee can always come down to the earth as a kickstand. You can scissor your legs. Press your left hand down. Use your obliques. Lift your hips up. Inhale. Exhale, high plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, please lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge pose. Breathe here. Bring the heel of your back foot over the ball of your back foot. This will help square your right hip forward. I want your back leg strong. It does not need to be straight. Take the muscles and hug them around the bones. Point your tailbone down. Neutralize your pelvis, and a bend in your back knee can help achieve this. Then you have mountain in your top half. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your hands down to your hearts. Inhale, hinge forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, revolves crescent lunge. Breathe here. Take your right elbow or tricep to the outside of your left knee or thigh. Keep your lower back flat. Lift your heart towards your thumbs. Gaze down for more balance. Gaze up for more twist. Breath in. Exhale, runner's lunge. Stay with your breath. Ensure that your front ankle is closer to the top of your mat than your knee. This will protect your knee. Your right side and left side are different, so you don't need to go to the exact same place you did on the other side. Instead, create a similar sensation, a similar experience. And if you go to the knife edge of your front foot, flex through your foot, pull your toes towards your shin to bring structure, stability into your ankle and lower leg. If you're on your forearms, back to your hands, please exhale here. Inhale, high plank pose. Exhale, right hand to the center of your mat. Inhale, side plank pose. Breathe here. Extend your left arm to the sky. Find length through your spine. Extend energy out the crown of your head. Flex your feet towards your shins. Breath in. Exhale, high plank. Stay for the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Back to our sun B flow. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Listen for the change here. Back to warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Breathe here. Send your hips back, reach your fingers forward, and then tick-tock your right hand to your right shin or inside of your right shin, and extend your left arm high. Stack your left hip on top of your right. Bring your left shoulder on top of your right shoulder. Lengthen out through your spine. Exhale here. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, horse pose. Breathe here. Toes out, heels in. Bring your knees over top of your ankles and press them back. Neutralize your pelvis. Point your tailbone down. Engage your low belly. Exhale, send an inch lower. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, warrior two. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Breathe out, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse warrior. Here's the change. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Reach, 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 and then tick-tock your arms. Tuck your left booty under, roll your right hip over. Take the top of your head and stretch it towards the front of your mat. Spread your fingers wide and extend and reach just another millimeter higher. Exhale here. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, wide leg forward, fold. Breathe here. Bring weight forward towards the balls of your feet. Ensure that your feet are parallel or even slightly pigeon-toed, toes slightly and heels slightly apart. Bring your hips in line with your heels. Engage to the fronts of your thighs, your quadriceps, to help release the backs of your thighs, your hamstrings. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, star pose. Get big, get bright. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Beautiful work, ladies. Inhale, upward facing dog, nice choice, Alan. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath in here. Exhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, travel to the top of your legs. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, eagle on your right leg. Breathe here. Take your left leg up and over. Left arm under. Your left toes can go to the earth or a block for a kickstand, and perhaps you wrap them all the way around your calf for the bind. Square your hips forward. Keep length in your spine. Breath in here. Exhale, release. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, eagle pose on your left leg. Breathe here. Right leg up and over, right arm under. You can always take your arms and give yourself a hug. Square your hips forward here. Your left hip wants to pull back in space. Pull your right hip back. Press your left hip forward. Lift your elbows up to shoulder height and press your hands away from your forehead. Nice, Melissa. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, dancer's pose on your right leg. Breathe here. Take your left elbow to your left hip crease. Capture your left foot from the inside. Bring your knees back together. This is dancer's pose right here. If you'd like to express your dancer, kick into your hands. Let the kick drive this posture. Stay with your drishti, your point of focus, something you can stare at, stare through. Keep your hips square to the earth. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, dancers on your left leg. Breathe here. Capture your right foot from the inside, from the big toe side. Bring your knees back together. Again, option to express your pose. Kick into your hand. But notice if this opens your right hip, re-square your hips down. Feel the stretch through your right shoulder and chest. Gaze down for more balance, gaze forward or even up for more challenge. Breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, tree pose on your right leg. Breathe here. Take the sole of your left foot to either your ankle, calf, or the inside of your thigh. Please be above or below your knee. Press the bottom of your foot into your leg and your leg then back into your foot. Hands can stay at heart center. You can also have the option to grow your tree branches to add a different element of challenge into the pose. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, tree pose on the other side. Breathe. Sole of calf or inside of your thigh. Square your hips forward. Lengthen through your spine. Stay connected to your breath. Be patient with these poses. Balance can be challenging. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, the last one of class. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, please lift your right leg. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Breathe here. Bring your right knee towards your right thumb. Gaze out over your right shoulder. Make sure your left leg is straight, your toes are pointing straight back, not sickle to one side or the other. A block underneath your right butt cheek here often is very beneficial. Walk back to center. And if you choose, you can come down onto your hands, a block, maybe your forearms even, for sleeping pigeon. Where can you find a bit more patience in this pose? A bit more grace, compassion for yourself. Stay engaged through your low belly to help bring some more structure into the posture. Soften your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Sleeping pigeons, please come back up onto your hands. Come to the ball of your back foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Take your right leg up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale, please lift your left leg. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Breathe here. Your left side and your right side are different. That's okay. It takes patience to try to find balance. You might never find it. That's okay. This time you gaze out over your left shoulder, your bent knee shoulder. Support your right knee, your right hip down and forward. As you come back to center, squeeze your inner thighs together. You can stay upright here to keep the stretch in your right hip flex or the front of your right hip, or you can move into sleeping pigeon to take the stretch more into your deep left butt. It's an anatomical term, ladies, deep left butt. Keep your breath full and deep. Drag your right knee forward, pull your left knee towards your left hip. Lengthen through your spine. Sleeping pigeons, come back up onto your hands. Come to the ball of your back foot. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. This is the last downward facing dog of your practice today. You're probably tired and fast. Can you stay for a couple more breaths? Stay patient. Stay strong. Inhale here. Exhale, drop down to your knees. Send your legs out in front of you. Seated forward fold. Pull the flesh out from underneath your seats. Anchor your sitting bones down to the earth. With an inhale, find the long spine. You can reach up. I like to press my hands down. Exhale, seated forward fold. Breathe here. Bring your hands to your thighs, your shins, your ankles, perhaps the outside edges of your feet. Engage through your low belly. Release your shoulders down away from your ears. If you engage the fronts of your thighs, the tops of your thighs, your quadriceps, this will release the backs. This is a pose that takes patience. We all want to touch our toes in this pose, but it doesn't happen automatically. It takes practice. It takes embracing patience. Exhale here. Inhale, lift your torso vertical. And slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Bring your right knee towards your right shoulder. Give it a squeeze. I like to roll out my ankle here. Sometimes I find some knee circles. Inhale. Exhale, supine twist. Breathe here. Take your right knee across the left side of your body. Scoot your booty a little bit to the right as needed and anchor your shoulders down to the earth. Stay full and deep with your breath. Come back to center, hug your right knee back in. Extend your right leg long by your left. Inhale, pull your left knee towards your left shoulder, your left armpit, ankle rolls, knee circles, whatever feels good. Breath in here. Exhale, supine twist, stay and breathe. Anchor your left shoulder blade down to the mat, stack your left hip on top of your right. Slowly come back to center. Bring both knees into your chest. Happy baby's pose. Breathe here. You can capture the backs of your hamstrings, the insides of your knees, or perhaps the outside edges of your feet. Glue your lower back down to the earth. Bring your shoulder blades under your heart and soften your shoulders down away from your ears. Bring your knees back together. Wrap your arms around your shins. Bring your forehead up to your knees. Give yourself one big final squeeze and embrace. Inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. Stay here and breathe. You can let go of your Ujjayi breath at this point. Let your legs fall open. Turn your palms to face up, arms by your side, so you can receive the benefits of this practice. And I'll bring you out in a couple minutes. Nothing to see, nothing to do. Just be. When you're ready to move on with the rest of your day, invite a depth of breath back into your lower belly, back into the bottoms of your lungs. Be patient with this reawakening. First, move your fingers mindfully, then your toes. Roll out your wrists, move your ankles, open and close your jaw, rock your head side to side. With your next inhalation breath, find a full body stretch towards the back of the room, and then roll over onto your side body in a supported fetal position. Right arm to your pillow. Keep your eyes closed here. Just pause for a moment. No pain that we suffer, nothing that we endure in our lives is wasted, especially when we're able to do so patiently. It ministers to our education, to the development of such qualities as patience, faith, fortitude, and humility. When you're ready to explore more patience in your life, press yourself out to a comfortable seated position. Hands together at your heart center. Sit up tall, sit up proud. We'll seal in our practice with one cleansing breath together. Empty all the air out of your lungs. Through your nose, inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Inhale your thumbs up to the space between your eyebrows. The student and teacher in me sees, honors, and respects the student and the teacher in each and every single one of you. Bow forward to seal in the benefits of this practice. Namaste.
Namaste.
Nice job, yogis. Holla, holla. Facebook world. Peace.
And phone on the ground again. I don't think you watched anything.
Except for the video on my phone. But that's all right. We got it here.